Heyo, it's Ayo, and we're back with Honey Hotline. We just did episode 0, or day 0. Now we're on to day 1. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but this game was recommended to me by Pankrats, so we're finishing it up. I don't know if this is going to be the last episode. I think there's 2 days, so there might be one more after this. Anyway, you woke up feeling tired. You barely got any sleep last night because of what happened. Who would when they realize that they have a stalker overnight? And the possibility of them being 1 or 2 of your group mates. You groaned as you sit up and rubbed your eyes. You still have the presentation to do, and now you have another problem on your shoulder. When will you have a break? You went to the bathroom and cleaned yourself up, washing your face and brushing your teeth. You look at yourself in the mirror, another eye bag to add to the collection. It's not your fault that you have so much to worry about. As much as you would love to relax by dipping yourself in a bath, you still have things going on at the moment. Worst case scenario is you getting kidnapped, but it's a little bit too far-fetched. Enough brooding, you better get ready for today. You look over all the things you packed, your laptop, your notebooks, your phone charger. You think it's enough. Besides, it's not like you're going on a date or something. Why would you bring all that on a date? You scroll through your group contacts. You have about 3 days to figure out who is behind your stalking and finish your slides. So who are you going to contact first? Well, we're gonna contact Phone. Fawn is a good choice. You did say you'd see him again today. Still don't know if it's Fawn or Phone. I'm gonna call him Phone. Like the telephone. Maybe you could ask him more questions. You decide to send him a text asking if you could go to his place today, and a reply came immediately after. He was probably bored out of his mind right now, so it'd be understandable how he replied so fast, or he's your stalker. You think you still remember the address to his apartment. If you don't, you could always ask him. You swing your backpack over your shoulders as you start heading to his place. While he does seem harmless, you can't really take any risk. No kidding. As you head to the street, you take a look around your neighborhood. It's usually pretty lively, but since it's the weekend, it's more quiet. Usually at this time, your next door neighbor along with their children would be at their backyard having a barbecue, or any type of backyard parties. They always send you an invite even though you don't show up. They're really nice, so when you know that they moved without telling you, it really makes you feel sad, even if you don't know them personally. It was strange though. They're usually very vocal about what they do. So to think they moved away without telling any of their neighbors does sound strange, and the other neighbors seem to think the same. But since it was none of your business, you never really dive deep into it. Although you have heard rumors of recent murders, so that might be one of the reasons why they moved away. You would too. Now that you think about it, Phone seems to be staring at their house yesterday when you were walking here. Maybe he really did know them, but if he does, they would have probably talked about him by now. Maybe you should ask him about that. Maybe. You look around the blocks. There are a lot of complexes here. You don't know if you can find his place in the midst of chaos. I've heard this music before too, and I can't remember where I've heard it. Like the light at the end of the tunnel, you spotted Phone standing in front of the apartment, looking back and forth in hope of finding you. The moment he spots you, he's immediately speed walking to your side. Look at him, he's so cute! You made it! I thought you might get lost, so I stood outside waiting for you. Look at the cutie. I'll guide you. The complex is pretty big, so I don't want you to get lost. Sure, just make sure you don't kidnap me. Huh? You can see Phone visibly tense at those words and violently shaking his head at your words along with making coherent gestures. Now you feel bad. You have a habit of joking whenever you're stressed, and it seems like he was your first unfortunate victim. Aww. No, I was kidding. Sorry for saying that unprompted. Let's just get into the place. It's getting kind of hot standing outside here. Phone calmed down and nodded at your words and grabbed your hand, which was still as sweaty as yesterday, as you both walked to the apartment. As the both of you reached his place, he guided you to his room. The room was small, but big enough for a bed. It was a pretty comfortable space, with some pillows and a few animal plushies on the side of the bed. He does seem like kind of plushy boy. You'd have plushies, and that's beautiful. I love plushies. I have plushies. Sorry for the messy room. I didn't get the chance to clean it up. How about the living room? Maybe it'd be better there. Phone's face twisted of that an annoyed one, and for a moment you thought he might be annoyed at your suggestion. Oh, that was us, I'm sorry. He lifted his notebook up, showing you his frustration. My cat scratches the couch clean up last night, and there's cotton balls everywhere. I'm allergic to it, so I'm currently waiting for the person I hired to clean it up. I see. Wait, you have a cat? I do. He's currently hiding somewhere, though. Maybe he'll come out while we work. Phone pointed towards the door behind him as he showed you. Showed you the note. If you're lucky, it'll come by. Or you'll come by it. Jesus, I can't read today. You really hope it does. It'd make up for the whole stalker thing. Yes, I like cats too. While you were busy thinking about the cat, Phone was busy fetching something near the edge of his bed and gives it to you, snapping you out of your thoughts. Sean asked me if I could prepare this part of the materials yesterday night, so I'm sorry if the handwriting was bad. I was rushing. No worries, your part seems shorter than the other two, so it won't cause me any trouble. Oh, by the way, can you help me test the slide animation? I tried it out yesterday, but I think I want you to check it out, just to make sure. Phone nodded as he moved over to your laptop and began checking over all the sides. Some you left to rest and some he fixed. Either way, you're still impressed with how much he knew about this program. Knows this program works. Jesus, I should just cut this all out. I can't words today. With how short Phone's materials were, it didn't take you long to complete that part of the slide, but there were some jumbled words you don't understand that you ended up asking his help for. Maybe it's just you, but it does feel like he kept staring at you whenever you focused on your laptop, but that's probably because he's shy. While you were working, you noticed a faint sound coming from the door. Curious, you look over at Phone. He seems to be noticing the noises too. Phone quickly sits up from his place and went to open the door. As the door opened halfway, a head peeks in, and you immediately know who it is. Phone picked up the small cat with both of his hands and closed the door with his feet. A cat! You stare at the feline in awe as Phone began to sit in the corner and play with it. Only now did you notice that the cat toys and cat scratching pool on the empty side of his bed. Can I? You close your mouth as you realized you were thinking out loud. You really wanted to pet the cat. He looks at you confused for a moment before realizing what you mean and nodded, giving you a go as he puts his cat on the floor. You kneel in front of the cat as you let your hands run through its fur. The cat meowed happily as he moved his head towards your hand. Oh my god! Look how cute he is! Fuck, this cat is really cute. I was talking about Phone, but whatever. Phone let out a small huff at your vulgar vocabulary, staring fondly at you as you continued playing with the cat. What's his name? Marshmallow, but he only responds to Mellow. Mellow? Yeah, though. I got him a matching scarf, so whenever he got lost, I can find him again. Plus, he's my only friend. Aw. He doesn't have any friends. That's sad. But even so, you can't help but thinking wearing matching scarves with a cat was really cute. You should be taking a break from work. Maybe until Mellow leaves the room. It might be a good time to ask him about something. The neighbor yesterday. How's your family? What's your hobbies? Are you mute? Ooh. I'm curious about the neighbor, but at the same time, I just want to be like, hey, what's your hobbies? I don't know. Look at that cute cat! Oh my god! Okay. Neighbor. I saw you looking at my next door neighbor yesterday. Do you happen to know them? Phone's whole body seemed to freeze at your word. It was almost as if he's trying to hide something from you, but it might be because you're just paranoid about yesterday. You were looking at me yesterday. What? No, I mean, I noticed, so yes. Either way, just answer the question. He seemed to be ignoring what your denial as he writes on his notebook. God, you hope he doesn't think you're a creep. I encountered them a lot when I walked to campus. They seem to recognize me because they always wave when I walk past their place. They were really nice to me, even though I hardly know them. They even gave me their coffee bread once when I was going to class. Yep, that sounds like them to you. They also treated you the same way, considering you always considered them like family. It was really sad that they moved away. I'm guessing it was because of those recent murders. There were some lines that were crossed out, but it was too smudged for you to make it out. So you prompt to ignore it. We're not gonna ask about the neighbor again. How's your family? What's your hobby? Do you have any hobbies? The question was lame, but it's all you've got right now. One peeks up at the question and flips through some of his notebook pages, showing you at once he has found the right page. I like to write and do calligraphy. They help me with anxiety, so I really like doing it. I like to write names in particular. I could try out different styles every time. That's really cool. Could you show me some examples? He suddenly seems nervous at that and shook his head, showing you the little insecure at the corner of the page. You can understand that. Besides, you can tell how good he is by his handwriting alone. Does he have a braid? I just noticed he's got braided hair. That's cute. Maybe you could ask something else. I thought it was just a poof ball of hair. Nope, he's got a little braid. That's cute. Are you mute? How's your family? I don't know. Does he have family? Do we want to bring up the family? Are you mute? I've been curious since yesterday, but are you mute? Bone looks away sadly before nodding. It's probably something he doesn't like to dive deep into. You don't want to push him further, so you decide not to bother him about this topic anymore. That's all for now. We're not going to ask about the family. There isn't anything you have in mind at the moment, so you decided to spend the rest of your break playing with Mellow. It's not every day you get to see a cat after all. After a while, Mellow decides that he was bored and decided to leave the room, so the two of you resumed with your work. By the time you two were done, it was already getting late. You noticed the time as you started to pack up. Yeah, he does have long hair. Look at that. That's so cute. He's got a long braid. Aww. Bone notices and he seems to be sad by your departure. It was making him feel bad how his face looked like a kicked puppy. Deciding to cheer him up, you try to ask if he has any plans for tomorrow. Are you planning on doing anything tomorrow, Phone? If I have time, I might be able to join you. His eyes light up at your suggestion as he goes through his notebook, looking for his timetable. He showed you the cutely drawn timetable on his notebook with the big red animal shelter scribbled on it with a circle around it. He must be a volunteer of the local animal shelter. You'd love to see more cute animals tomorrow, with all the stress right now. You give him a thumbs up as both of you walked out of his apartment. You saw him walking along with you and decided maybe it'd be okay for him to tag along. After all, you have a feeling he'd tag along either way. So cute. He's such a cutie. Since he has gone to your home yesterday, I wasn't surprised he'd be able to know where your house is. You almost walked past your house if it weren't for a phone pulling you back and pointing at your house. Oh, thanks. I almost got lost there, huh? I guess I'll see you again tomorrow if I can. Phone gives you a smile as he nodded before turning away and began walking back home. Today was pretty good. You get to see a cute cat, so it automatically makes the whole day okay. You reminisce as you walk into your room and flopped on your bed. Despite how the day went well, it was sucking you dry of your social energy. You might need to recharge fast. There's still tomorrow. You sigh as you open your phone and scroll through some of your notifications. One in particular catches your eye. It was a voicemail from the same number from yesterday. Your whole body tenses as you straight. Okay. The message was recent, and between those voicemails were texts like, "How are you?" and "I miss you." Against all of your judgment, you tap one of the voicemails. Even if you don't, they're going to send more, so you might as well handle this before it gets worse. Just like the voicemails from yesterday, it was breathing at the beginning. You could hear some nervous squeaks from the other side. Hi, honey. Did you have fun today? I miss you a lot. Now that you could hear their voice more clearly, you notice how raspy their voice is. Like they haven't spoke in a long time. That's totally phone. I can't wait to see you again. Good night, honey. The voicemail ends with a few sloppy kissing noises, but the second to last line really caught your attention. Your suspicion was right. It really was one of your group mates, and they're apparently someone you've hanged out with today. Tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's when you'll get all the puzzle pieces together. You only hung out with phone. You just hope there won't be anything bad happens before the presentation. Okay, that was end of day 1. It's totally phone. I mean, if it's not obvious, it totally is. Anyway, I'm excited to get to episode 2, so I'm not going to talk too long. Anyway, that's the end of episode, day 1. See you in the next episode. I hope there's an episode 2. There better be. That's all for now. Bye! Okay, I lied. There was left. So, it was just those first 2 episodes. That's a shame because I'm really excited. Follow the YouTube page for the development of the game. So I will leave the link in the description, and I'm excited to see the rest of this game. But anyway, if you're interested in game development or just about the game in general, then you could follow the official Tumblr account. Tumblr? I haven't heard of Tumblr in ages. It's been a long time. Hope you enjoyed the demo. That's so sweet. It was a nice demo. I really enjoyed it. Yes, Honey Hotline. That's the end of the demo. So, that's a shame. Alrighty, now officially bye. Bye!